Hey guys, so the Tricks and Treat update is here, and I'm just going to take a moment to talk about some of the more controversial balance changes. I'll try to keep this video short, and let's jump straight in. So the Wingman Elite is now a primary, and it is being given a base clip size of 6, and I believe the base damage has been raised to around 75, although I'll have to look into that fully when I test out the gun, including all of its new values. The gun is very fun to use in this form. On console at least, it still requires pinpoint accuracy, so I am currently really liking how it feels, but it is certainly not overpowered or even on par with most of those SMGs, LMGs or rifles. The Mozambique is a bit of a different story. This thing is an absolute beast now. It is an amazing shotgun. It's got snappy handling, the fire rate increase means it can now duel SMGs down longer corridors by spamming shots. The weapon is just really strong. But of course you can no longer have the Wingman Elite in the secondary slot, so you do sacrifice a lot of ranged firepower when you pick this thing up. In my opinion, it definitely outclasses the Mastiff shotgun just because of how fast it shoots and handles, but I still think the hit scan of the EVA 8 will be easier for most players to use. I'll talk briefly as well about the pulse blade. Initially I thought that this was going to be a nightmare, having all these pulse blades flying around and sonar detected on your screen the entire match. But that shorter duration really does balance it out, and you feel that you always have time to escape or maneuver to find your attacker. It's not unfair. I definitely prefer this form of pulse blade to what we had previously. It encourages actually trying to hit people with the blade as well, because the cooldown comes back so much faster, and it also helps create some more tactical engagements inside, so I really don't think anything has been over improved here. It is a nice shake up though of the ability. The other gun that I wanted to try out with this update was the Flatline, and to be honest, I really wasn't too impressed with its buff. I mean, the shooting definitely feels more consistent, and that's a great thing, because you don't have a seizure every time you pull the trigger with that screen shaking side to side. However, they didn't really buff the damage at all, so it still seems quite low. It took a lot more than I expected to actually secure kills, because I think even that small sway side to side does make a lot of bullets miss a target when they're standing up. You can see from the background footage here that it does take a fair bit for me to finally secure each of these kills. I still enjoy the Flatline a lot. I think I did end up topping out this lobby with it, but I would rather attribute that to my tactical, which was the holo pilot, which also got buffed. Only by a few seconds of cooldown time, and that's great, because it's always been my favourite tactical, but now I can spam it relentlessly. If you are yet to use the holo pilot, try it out, check out our guide on it. I'll probably find myself using the holo a lot from now on. It's a lot of fun and very satisfying when you bamboozle an enemy. So let's move on to some of the downside, the nerfs. As far as they go, the R101 and the R201 carbines definitely needed something done to them, as they were simply obnoxious at all ranges before this patch. From what I have played, by comparing the past to current footage, the increase in spread really only kicks in at longer ranges, where you will definitely find it a lot more difficult to land shots. If you want to go into the long range, you need to use an LMG, a sniper, the Hemlock or the G2. This gun just won't cut it anymore. At medium range and up close, it's still an excellent weapon. It's just nice to know that if someone starts shooting you at this from across the map and you keep moving, you have a really good chance of getting to safety, so it's a lot more forgiving in that sense. You will also find that the hipfire accuracy on the gun is still excellent, although its shots will start to go really wide if you hold down the trigger for too long, so remember to pulse that hipfire if you need to continue to mop up the kill. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, Grapple. Well, this caused a huge uproar from the community. I mean, double grapple was a lot of fun, but lots of people were using it. Like, over half of every lobby was using grapple. Now, I've always been happy using a different range of tacticals. I love stim, I love holo pilot, but I did use grapple a lot as well, simply because if I didn't, you're at a pretty severe mobility disadvantage to the rest of the lobby. To be truthful, I am actually enjoying the matches now that there is a more diversity amongst tactical abilities. Flanking around amp walls and spotting holograms, there's more pilots using stim, there are more friendly pulse blades, so that's always nice. So I think personally I'm a fan of this new meta, and I pretty much agree with everything that's happened here, which is odd for me to say about an update. Okay, so that being said, I still really do understand those people that are upset about the grapple changes. Grapple with 2 charges was a lot of fun, there's no denying that, and you could do some really cool Spider-Man stuff. Grapple was also not something that frustrated opponents in almost all cases. Not many people went, "Ah, that damn grapple pilot," and raged at grapple like they do some other elements of the game. I'm looking at you, Tone, and no one was really asking for this nerf. So I can see how some view this as nothing more than removing a fun element from the game, therefore making the game less fun. Hopefully those people will be vindicated when Attack on Titanfall game mode rolls around, but I understand your frustrations, even if I don't agree with them, because I'm embracing the new meta and I'm having a blast with it. Also, North Star is really fast now, so Ronin should be scared. I suppose the fear was that with less mobility options, games will turn into the kind of thing that you see in the background now, which happened once, but only because I really encouraged it. As I said, this video was a pretty short one. I'm excited to do some more secret ability or tactical guides coming up. Thinking of looking at the amped wall in depth because I'm having so much fun with it here, or maybe Legion's power shot, or anything else you suggest really. Please like and subscribe, and check out our Twitch for more live streams.